You're gonna have a good day today or a bad day.
What's Sundays? What am I touching? Doritos? Hey, Mom, there's a woman in the yard.
Mama!
Come here, baby. There's nothing to be scared of, okay?
Oh, can I help you?
Mama, I think she's closer.
You've been praying for me.
What if the woman in the yard biggest twist wasn't in the script, but hidden in a single frame? Today, we're exposing the secret even the director tried to bury. The film begins at a quiet farmhouse where a woman named Ramona lives with her daughter and son. She is seen watching an old video in which it's revealed that she and her late husband had built this farmhouse together with love and care. The memories bring her to tears as her husband died in a tragic accident. That same accident also cost Ramona her leg, leaving her not only physically impaired but mentally broken as well. Ever since, she's struggled to care for her family. The household was in disarray, and most chores were done by their tailor. Despite everyone's efforts, Ramona remained strict and harsh with them. That every morning, Ramona would wake up and chant, "Give me strength." One day, after stepping out of her room, she noticed that while the tailor had done most of the work, many household necessities were missing. There was no electricity, and things were falling apart. Amid this, Ramona notices a mysterious woman cloaked in black sitting in her yard. Alarmed, she quickly tells her children to stay inside and approaches the woman. She tries to scare her off by mentioning that her husband would be home soon, but the woman calmly replies, "Your husband is dead." She further reveals details about Ramona's accident, leaving Ramona terrified. The woman eerily adds, "The day has come, the one you always called me for. I am here now." She even shows blood-covered hands, prompting Ramona to rush to her car to charge her phone and call for help. But the car won't start as Ramona returns to the house, panicked, while her children bombard her with questions about the strange woman. She silences them with a scolding. Her stress escalates, leading her to break things in rage and scream at her kids. Eventually, she locks all windows and doors and sits down, only to feel pain from her leg wound. One of the stitches had come loose. Peeking outside, she notices the black-cloaked woman is now closer. She considers bringing her dog, Charlie, inside, but upon stepping out, she finds the dog missing. She hides this from her children, but her anxiety deepens. In her rising frustration, she yells at the tailor again and even slaps her daughter for writing the letter R backward. Realizing her mistake, she hugs her daughter in remorse. But then something terrifying happens that Ramona sees herself holding a knife and, in a trance, stabs what she thinks is her daughter, only to realize it's just a pillow. She has no memory of picking up the knife. The tailor sees his mother in this state and grows more concerned, aware of her declining mental stability. As Ramona takes her daughter to another room, the tailor quietly leaves the house to seek help from a nearby farmhouse. However, Ramona follows him, furious, and drags him back. The tailor, now suspicious, confronts her about Charlie's disappearance. Sensing she's hiding something trying to comfort his mother, the tailor promises to fix everything and storms into a room where his late father's belongings are kept. There, he finds a gun. Ramona pleads with him to put it down, but during their heated exchange, the black-cloaked woman is seen nearing their home again. In a fit of rage, the tailor storms outside and points the gun at the woman, ordering her to leave. But she remains unfazed, lifts her veil, and tells him a shocking truth. His mother has lied to him. Confused and angry, the tailor rushes back inside and demands the truth about his father's death. Ramona hesitantly begins to explain. She tells a story of how she and her husband, David, once went to a fancy restaurant. Though they had moved to the farmhouse for a quieter life, Ramona had grown unhappy with the amount of work it required. David, once content with his city job, also began to feel the monotony. But while the rest of the family had adapted, Ramona wanted to leave. David disagreed, leading to an argument. That night, Ramona drove them home. On the way, she saw the black-cloaked woman in her rearview mirror, panicked, and crashed the car. Ramona had told the children David was driving, but it was her all along. The tailor is devastated to learn the truth. The shadow of the dark woman grows, symbolizing the deepening negativity and trauma in their home. In fear, the family retreats to the attic. But even there, the entity reaches for Ramona's daughter, pulling her toward the window like a shadow. The tailor rushes to shut the window, breaking the woman's control. The daughter is freed, but the entity persists, flickering lights, throwing objects, and finally possessing Ramona. During this possession, a surreal scene unfolds where the entity embraces Ramona's daughter and vanishes. The tailor watches in horror as his mother and sister disappear before his eyes. Moments later, Ramona reappears, holding a lighter. Together, Ramona and the tailor search the house for the missing girl. Ramona enters a strange room filled with visions of her past, including a moment with David in the garden, joyful and loving. Suddenly, the scene shifts. David is shown violently hitting her. Then, Ramona sees herself sitting in the yard wearing the same black dress as the entity, revealing a chilling truth. The mysterious woman wasn't a stranger, but a reflection of Ramona's darkest self. The earlier scene where Ramona met the black-cloaked woman was a confrontation with her inner darkness. The black dress version of Ramona lifts her veil and speaks eerily. The day you were waiting for has come. The scene shifts back to reality. Ramona is now in the attic with her children. The woman in black appears again, and Ramona points a gun at her. But the entity calmly says, "I didn't come alone. You called me. Every morning, you asked for the strength to end your life. And now I am here." Along with the entity, Ramona is pushed to her breaking point. The woman urges her to shoot herself. But in the next scene, Ramona emerges from the room, alive. Her children ask where the woman has gone. Ramona tells them she's driven her away, and that now she has the strength to face her if she returns. The family goes back inside. The electricity returns, and so does their lost dog. Inside, a painting by Ramona shows the Dark Lady, implying the entity was always part of her. It symbolized her growing negativity and emotional turmoil. The entity was a physical manifestation of Ramona's darkest thoughts. But when she overcame those thoughts, the entity disappeared too. The film ends on a hopeful note. Ramona and her children are finally at peace. The darkness has lifted, and the family is ready to move forward with renewed strength. So, genius twist or total nonsense? Find it out below. Down arrow, and if you spotted a detail we missed, drop it in the comments. Prove us wrong. Thanks for watching.